Hi, my name is Kristen. I'm the owner, designer, and seamstress for Be Free Custom Costumes. Thanks for watching my video. In this video, I am showing you how I attach appliques and rhinestone this base. Right now I'm pinning on the applique where I want it. It is very important that you pin the applique on and sew it on while it's on a mannequin or stretched. I will say it is much easier to do on a mannequin than if you were to just stretch it with like a piece of cardboard or something like that. But whatever works best for you, I say just go for it. It is important that it's stretched though, otherwise the applique is non-stretch and the costume is a stretch fabric, so it won't look right if you don't have it stretched and or fit right. This is a little trick I picked up along the way. My syringe is filled with E6000. That is the glue I prefer to use. Some designers like to use gem tack, so whatever is your personal preference. You can also buy the E6000 with the tips already on the tube. Sometimes I will do it that way as well. I just had some extra E6000 and some syringes, so that's why I use this. I actually do use the tube with the tips most often. Here's a little piece of the applique that I have attached to the briefs. I'm just repeating the steps with pinning and then gluing. It is good to let the glue set overnight before you start sewing it. That'll just help so it doesn't gum up your needle too as you're hand stitching the applique in place. Okay, I have it where I want it. Just adding a couple more pins just so it like really lays nice and flat and is stretched to the piece. And here I'm adding glue to the bottom piece on the brief. That's me just picking extra glue off of the nozzle. And then I start hand sewing. I try to match the thread as best as I can so that the stitching is not seen. Also, when you're doing this step, it is important you try and be careful not to sew it to the mannequin. I have done that before. It just takes some trial and error. It's not a big deal. You can cut behind or take a little seam ripper to detach it, but then you'll need to retack it in place if you do have to detach it from the mannequin. I probably do more stitches than I need to, but I really want to make sure that that applique is on and staying, not flapping while the dancer is moving on stage. So I really like to make sure that it's nice and seamless. Having the mannequin off the stand also is nice because you can just kind of maneuver it around and approach the applique from a different angle to help stitch it. I find that that makes it much easier. Oftentimes I'll just sit with this in my lap watching a show at night. Now I'm to the step where I rhinestone. I do lots of glue dots, probably about 10 to 20 at the most, and then I start applying the rhinestones. If you go more than that ahead, the glue gets a little too dry, but I feel like 10 to 20 is perfect for at least my speed, so that the stones just get really stuck on there. Again, you want to rhinestone while the costume is stretched, otherwise the rhinestones are likely to pop off when the dancer puts on the costume. Sometimes it's pretty hard to see the glue dots, especially with the applique. So I actually didn't do that many dots just so I didn't lose my place. But on the green fabric, I'll go a little further because I can see where I put the glue dot much easier. I'm alternating between a rose AB stone and then a transparent AB. I just feel like it adds a little bit more depth and variation to the applique than using just a single color stone. The transparent ABs are nice because they pick up the color of the fabric behind, and the AB gives it a little bit of an extra sparkle. Now I'm doing a light scatter on the field on the green material. It's called Garden Paradise from Blue Moon, and the color stones I'm using are Caribbean Sea and light aqua mixed in with a smaller crystal, just clear crystal stone. I always recommend testing out on a piece of fabric before you start, just to get the right amount of glue. You don't want too much or it'll ooze out of the side of the stone and look messy on the costume. But you want to have enough so that the stone sticks on and doesn't fall off. Here I'm just kind of scattering out one color. I'd really try and be careful not to like clump one color together because that will be obvious on the costume when you stand away from it that there's like a clump of blue. Just alternating between the clear, the Caribbean Sea, and the light aqua. And here is the costume all finished, ready to go for the customer. This item is ready to ship. If you'd like it, please send me a message. I will be creating more pieces, so keep an eye out on my pages and like and subscribe to my channel, please. Thanks again for watching and have a wonderful day.